Oh, yes, family. Blessed love. Definitely give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life. You don't know. We glorify Emperor Haile Selassie the first around here. Listen, family, I'm just here to remind you that in a few hours, a few short hours, the Tiger's temple's doors will be wide open, and I'm looking forward to your presence with us. Remember, we're going to have the Honorable Ras Icern with us tonight. We're going to be talking about so many different things. We're talking about the validity of the Bible. He's going to be going into the Septuagint. I'm waiting for that one. And also, we will be continuing the reasoning on the divinity of Emperor Haile Selassie I. So make sure you are in the temple tonight. Make sure you contact me for your ticket. Yes, family, this is going to be a wonderful sit down. PreciseIsaacInstitute@gmail.com. Definitely is going to be something that I'm sure you will never forget. So, of course, remember our previous reasoning with the good Ras. Let me give you a bit of it.
Don't try to put him in a basket or put him in a bottle. No. But amongst the creation of which God dwells in everything, and us, what we call the intelligent animal, there is a person that we can point at historically and otherwise, spiritually and otherwise, that, hey, this man looked like he carried a full charge. Talk to me. What do you think about that? You know, well, I know to break it down.
First thing,
angels,
you know, when I'm listen to the word sound, worthy to be praised and so on, I mean, I overstand it because I speak it as I am involved in religious exercise, you know, coming through Rastafari.
Okay,
but
right,
really, but
yeah.
no, on a deeper level. On a deeper level, right? Let's see how much we really understand anything about this entity we refer to as God.
Right. Let's start.
If God is, earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. He's everything. What praise would he desire of anything? What would he get out of some praise? From some insignificant entities in comparison to himself? What could that do to him? Except that we gave God a human character. Because he have a human character now, he have one ego like a area, and our ego get inflated when people praise we up and big we up and swell we up. What God really?
That depends on your discipline.
Would really be sitting around craving to hear these little people come and worship him and praise him and that kind of stuff.
No, but I believe that in all honesty, okay, you're a person, enough man does praise the eye. Now, because of the discipline you have, in a swell your head. Yeah, man, enough man praise Icern, you know. Wow, Icern.
I hardly associate them stuff with them seeing me anything to do with any kind of God. If they have any such idea in their mind, then clearly they have no clue what this God is.
That's you. But some man, what? Man say, man,
no, but I'm gonna come to subscribe to what everybody might want for think. I come for deal with reality of things. So I am attending to life, not attending to what people deal with. People have to come up to date with what they need to come up to date to. I just go and attend to life. You understand?
Right.
And what I man say differently, brethren. Okay, let's look on some here. We have one each time and put a post out, right? On Facebook. Because let's look at this story about the crucifixion of the Christ. It is said in the scripture that the Christ's life is offered up as a ransom for the sin of mankind. A ransom. You understand?
Yes, okay.
Who are the one that desired this ransom to be paid? Well, he happened to be God. God so perturbed over how sinful these people are again and violating law that he needs some blood to make you feel a little bit better about the whole thing. And guess what? he have one only begotten son, and he need the blood of his only son to pacify him over how he feel over the sin of all these people down in the earth. Yeah. Now, does that sound like a creator that create all things, know all things, have no insecurity? Just think about the story. The first question I ask myself is, who would be that so powerful that God would have to pay a ransom to that person? So he have to give up his one little picnic. First thing me to think about, maybe he pay the ransom to the devil then. Because me can't understand who would be so mighty that God would have to give up the ransom of his only son for pacify this entity over the wrong things that the human being and them in the earth may not do. When you think like that, when you question these things using your faculty, like what the creator give you, then you're hard pressed for work with some of these ideas. The only how you can really make sense out of it is if you view it in the proper context.
But that's the point. Viewing it in the
now
proper
if you
context. There you go.
If you view these things now in the context of symbolism, which they are, all is symbol.
Well, exactly.
Then it comes so outrageous and ridiculous,
exactly.
Because Jesus now come to represent the true self. In the crucifixion story, the self that Jesus represents is the body nature, is the flesh nature. And within our evolution into spiritual awareness, our flesh nature have to be crucified and die to give rise to a new body, a divine body. So the flesh nature now are going to come under the dominion and command of divine principles, because you kill off the flesh nature by abandoning serving it and go towards serving the divine. So the Christ died upon the cross is your low nature that died, and the resurrection of the Christ to glory, into his kingship, into his Godhead, symbolize the new person that emerged after the low nature they dropped, and the body now start operate under the dominion of divine principles.
I would consider a very good outlook on the whole esoteric of it. And as I said, that's Brother Patrick Emmanuel Watkins, man, Brother Icern. And as I said, he will be with us this evening. We're starting at 8, family, 8 o'clock. Make sure you're in the Tiger's Temple. Remember, this ain't just about coming and sitting down, you know. Well, you can come and sit in. Nobody has to see you. No one has to hear you. No one even has to know you're there. But from you are in the Tiger's Temple, you have the right to comment. You have the right to ask questions. I mean, in a dignified, orderly fashion now. The Tiger's Temple is not for no sparring and fighting on them levels, no argument, but scholarly exchange, even scholarly debate when it's debate time. There's not a debate tonight. If anyone thinks that they can, back up their talk, well, we can plan a debate for the future. But tonight is not a debate night. Tonight is the honorable brother is expressing himself. If you think you have something to add, come into the temple. Come on the panel. We will allow you to come on the panel. That's what we do. Once we can obviously see that you have something to express. And if you run out of gas, well, we just ask you to leave the panel for a while and someone else can come in, and whatever the case is. And of course, you have all freedom to ask your question, full question and answer down the line. As I said, that's tonight. I'm talking about the 5th of June in the Tiger's Temple. Listen to me, family, every Sunday, we're in the Tiger's Temple. What did I say? Every Sunday, we are in the Tigers Temple at 8 p.m. sharp, family. Give thanks and make sure that you are in the house. It's going to be a wonderful sit down. Remember, it's only $10 to come into the temple. Only $10 to come into the temple. You can get a monthly pass into the temple. Only if you try to get your ticket on the very day, it will cost you $20. But I would just advise you put a $5 on that, and you have access to the temple for the whole month, you know, at least for 4 programs then, because you may get that access in the middle of a month. We're not counting the month. Well, this is June access, this is July access. No, you got 4 strong access. Let's hear what the brother is saying here.
Is to be under the guidance of the law, the principles of love. Not one love that serve for your race, for you gender side of the thing, and so on and so on. But one love that universal as the love that obviously bring about this whole experience that how we have called life. One can argue that this whole experience, this whole creation come out of love. Because only somebody or some entity that would love you, seeing how we in a person, how we have a personal experience, how we think along these lines. It gotta be some person. You understand? Whoever that thing is that create this place with mango, me love mango season, come around, plum, this, that. I love this place. If me have my will, would never leave you, would go on like the mountains and them and so on. Just here forever, never pass. Because life just that great, although we cry every day over it. You understand? Life just so great. I'll get up every day and we say this and we say that and we say that, but we look forward to see the next day every day. Because
yes, let me say the fullness of that interview, of course, is on the channel. You can just go, if you haven't seen this interview, it's the Divinity of Emperor Haile Selassie Ras Icern Speaks, Priest Isaac as well, to the title. So you can revisit that video for sure. And as I said, this evening is going to be a different level, a different encounter. Looking forward to your presence for sure. That will be important. You see, you're what makes the Tigers Temple the Tigers Temple. When you come in and you put your information on the table, when you ask your question, I mean, you put on your camera and you put on your mic so we see your face. If you don't want to show your face, it's all right. Nobody's forcing you, you know, not unless you're a guest. I'm not going to have a guest here hiding the face. But if you don't want to show your face, it's okay. But come into the temple, sit in, you know, get some high grade and holy meditation, and definitely we're going to carry it to another level. So, of course, give thanks, you know, for your presence, and give thanks for the life giver and the keeper of life. Looking forward to each and every one that's coming in. You don't know how to contact us. Priest Isaac Institute at gmail.com. Priest Isaac Institute at gmail.com. As I said, this evening, the 5th of June. And also, yes, give thanks again once more to Sister Kabu Ma'at for the wonderful reasoning that we had this morning on Running African. Yes, IRI FM. Beautiful vibration. So family, you don't know, it's just a few hours away, maybe a few minutes away. Yeah, listen. If you think it started already and you're just seeing this and man, it's a bit after 8 o'clock, they started already. It's okay. Still contact us. Your space is still there. And come on, man. Family, you know, it's love we deal with, you know. Even if you think you're coming late, we can work it out. There are many more Tigers nests to come, you know. Trust me, you'll get the value of what you are contributing. So I'm looking forward to your presence, family. Yeah, anyway, let's get ready for the Tigers Temple. Life giver and the keeper of life, King Selassie, Jah Rastafari.